Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another episode of the Velocity channel where you can pay off, eliminate those bad loans, and make sure that 2023 is bad debt free. All right, so let's go ahead and hop right into it. Before we hop right into it, I want to encourage you to like, share, and subscribe so that you could share this with your friends, your family, your community, and the economy can get better through education. That's what we're all about. All right, so in the last video, I talked about how you can use the cash flow index method to absolutely get rid of any of your loans, student loans. Oh man, that's good. Okay, I know what's going on right now. People are like, man, what do I do? All right, car loans, mortgages. This works for any loan. Do we understand? So the important thing is to make sure that the cash flow, okay, is correct. So we just want to go over some things with you, and we're going to start with the income. All right, make sure that that income is coming into the checking account. Why? Well, because the checking account is where your direct deposit comes into right now. And of course, we'll be working with the banks to make sure that things are velocitized for you. However, they do not allow yet, the banks do not allow you to direct deposit into a credit card. Now, if anyone has a bank that does, let us know. Oh man, that'd be so awesome, right? One less step. But right now, they don't allow it, not to my knowledge anyway. Okay, so first you're going to get that paycheck. Okay, you're going to deposit it inside of your check. Okay, your checking account. And so depositing inside of your checking account allows you to park that cash right there, but it's not going to stay there, because remember what cash is doing nowadays. Every time you hear about inflation, guess what your money is doing? It's getting devalued. Right? And that's horrible. So this is what we want to do. We want to park it here for just a little while. Then we want to find a line of credit vehicle and park it in there. So we're going to call this LOC. And we're going to park it right there. Now, with the line of credit, what are we going to do next? What we're going to do next is we're going to pay our expenses. We're going to pay our loans, right? We're going to pay this one, that one, the other one, all from the line of credit. Now, I know that you're used to paying the expenses from the checking account, all right? And what you'll do there is you'll actually make yourself more broke, because now, guess what becomes a bill? Your line of credit. And that is not how it's done. Your line of credit is an asset, okay? And you want to leverage your asset so that you can buy the boat, the car, the mortgage, anything else, right, with your assets. You'll do the same thing with the house. You got a rental? Hey, don't pay the car note with your hard-earned income. Pay it with the rental. Have someone else pay your car note. Have someone else pay your boat. Have someone else pay this, that, and the other, your child's education. And you can go on and on, your education. You can go on and on and on. And of course, that's what we do all the time here at our real estate investing team. It's Renatus, the team is that we're a part of, all right? So we just want to let you know about that. If you need help in any of that, you need questions answered about that, we are definitely here for you. Now, those of you who are like, man, you know, I know the velocity banking method, but I don't know about the line of credit, okay? What is this First-Lien HELOC all about? Hey, get with me offline and we'll help you, all right? The First-Lien HELOC, you can actually think of it like this, okay? The First-Lien HELOC, let's say this is your second lien HELOC. That's the normal HELOC, okay? This is your second lien HELOC, and then this would be your first lien HELOC right here. Look. Why? Why do I draw it all big? Well, because it is encompassing everything. It can encompass any and everything. It's beautiful, I'm telling you. because it encompasses everything. I mean, for real. All right. Now, we have the First-Lien HELO that you can put your car in, right? You can put your boat in, right? You can put your student loans in. You can put anything else in, okay? Whereas with the second lien HELOC, you may not have as much leverage as you would like, okay? And that's a hiccup. Why? Because let's say you have a $300 car payment, right? Instead of paying, $300 isn't necessarily the percent on there, right? So $300 a month car payment, right? It's going to stay a $300 a month car payment until you change it, until you change out that loan with a simple interest line, all right? So let's say you put that car inside of your First-Lien HELOC, that home equity line of credit. What's the payment going to be? Well, the payment can be as low as $100, right? Depending on your First-Lien HELOC. It can be as low as $75. It can be as low, listen folks, when you're dealing with a First-Lien HELOC, you're dealing with simple interest. And you got to make sure that you say that, hey, I want a simple interest First-Lien HELOC, just in case the bank has something else, all right? Listen, I'm covering all bases so that when you go to the bank, you know what you're talking about and they cannot hoodwink you, all right? Because I've heard some bankers say, hey, you want a HELOC? Yes. And they end up telling the customer about a home equity loan. Listen, just say no to the HELO, all right? And of course, there are exceptions to the rule. Like if you have what we were talking about yesterday on the Velocity Banking tool, it doesn't matter what you get. We're still going to help you pay off that loan lickety split. All right. So we know all about that. Okay. So, but you can lower your monthly payment with the First-Lien HELOC. Yes, you can. And you can have all of these instead of getting a consolidated loan. Have you ever, and I'm just going to submit this to you, have you ever thought about getting a consolidated line? What if everything that you need to get out of debt is already in your home? What if it's already there? What if you already have it? What if you don't need anything else? And we can show you how to do that. All right. So listen, please consider this. All right. Because what you're going to do with the income that comes in, right? You're not going to segregate your cash. We can't do that anymore. Remember? No, it's very unwise. What we want to do is we want to make sure that it goes through a vehicle that's going to make sure that our money works for us instead of against us. Like if we put it into a black hole account. Black hole accounts are retirement accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts, okay? And of course, of those of you who have the Velocity Banking tool, that doesn't apply to you, right? However, you're going to put your income inside of this line of credit. And then from this line of credit, you're going to pay the expenses. You say, well, CJ, doesn't that mean that I've added on another debt? This is not a debt. Say it with me. Lines of credit are not bills. What bill do you know of that you can pay and you can borrow from it? I mean, can you pay your electric bill and then borrow from your electric bill? Okay, can you pay your mortgage and borrow from your mortgage? No. But you can with a line of credit. You can with a First-Lien HELOC. All right? Folks, we got so much more on that. Listen, give me your questions. I love it. And let's get those questions answered so that others can benefit from the Velocity Banking method. And if you need to talk to me about any of the First-Lien HELOC, where to get a credit card, or even if you just want that Velocity Banking tool we were talking about, let me know in the comments and we'll get right back at you. God bless you and have a great night.